I got a great question over on my YouTube when I posted my video about who is and who isn't a superhero, mainly when I was talking about my definition of what qualifies a person to be a superhero. Hi, I'm Jordan the Nerd of Gold, and I'm going to go ahead and put these standards up here again because I do like this, and I want to hear what people think as who does qualify and who doesn't qualify as a superhero, and I'm going to make a little series up about that as well. But the question that they were asking is, why did I say that it's 6 out of 8 instead of like 4 or 5? Because they're like, well, Peacemaker doesn't necessarily have all the qualities of that you're talking about, but I still think he's a superhero. Now, I will say that I do think Peacemaker is on his way to being a superhero, but I don't think he's quite there just yet. He is on the verge of being a superhero, but he's still coming out of his anti-hero phase. So, like, I think the next time we see Peacemaker on screen, he is going to end his journey by being a full-on superhero. That's where I think he's going. But to answer the question of why 6 instead of 8, the answer comes from mainly my understanding of math. So this isn't like an official thing. It could change. You could have your own variation on my standards and be like, I think this person is a superhero if they have 5 out of 8 of these markers, or half. I don't think half really works, because if you have half of them, that just feels like you could just be talking about any other kind of hero, and then you're opening the gate too much. So for me, my understanding is like 6 out of 8 is a good number to figure out and narrow things down without making it so high that it's disqualifying to a number of characters who we do traditionally label as superheroes, and that way you still have a chance there. Now, I landed on 8 because those were the 8 characteristics I see as being very important to defining superheroes, but those aren't necessarily the final markers too. In theory, we could add to them. Those are just the ones that I think are. And I do think you need to set the bar kind of high in there, so that way we eliminate those characters who do share a number of qualities with a superhero, but aren't superheroes themselves. So that's why I landed on 6 instead of like 5 or 7 on that front. So yeah, it comes from my like not imperfect understanding of math in terms of like qualifying things on that front. That's basically where it comes from. It's not like a set thing where it's like, okay, I put a lot of thought into that particular number. It was more like that felt right in terms of like thinking about the number of qualities there. So I hope that's the answer you were looking for. It's as honest an answer as I can give on that front. I'm sorry if it's not more thought out that you thought I was going to have there, but yeah, that's where it comes from on that front. I just wanted to be honest about my process there.